Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Late Night and Party Chat podcast. I am one of your hosts, Justice, and I'm joined by my two best friends in the whole world. Justin, say hello. Lovely. And John, say hello.
I am currently trying to buckle my belt.
Damn, bro,
Aren't
were
we
you getting
all?
laid before this? Oh, wait.
Aren't we all? Real quick, folks, before we get into the meat of things today, I want to issue two very important statements. One, I apologize. We have recently had some discrepancies in our upload schedule and how we usually go about these episodes, and a large portion of that is my fault. I recently started a new job at a casino that will remain unnamed. And with this job, it has put me on nights and has drastically changed my schedule, and since has also changed the schedule of where am I available, thus impacting how we record. And it has been a bit of a hassle for us to get together and get things recorded, and yes, a large portion of that is on me. And again, I apologize for that. And then the second short announcement I have is life happens, and we'll make this episode rather short because life happens, and we're kind of pressed for time today. But today we're going to talk a little bit about, some things that have been occurring for us, what we're doing with our lives, things that have been impacting our day-to-day, and just kind of letting you guys in a little bit into our personal lives to inform you, hey, we're human too. Shit happens, and everybody has bad days, but we still want to make sure that you guys, the people who enjoy listening to this, good friends of ours, family members of ours, they at least understand we still care, and this is very, very important to us. We reached a bit of a hurdle. So, as I previously detailed, I just started a new job. I work overnights as a security officer at a casino, and it's taken quite a bit of my overnight work. The morning classes, even this morning I attended orientation for a few hours, and it's been a lot for me, and I can go into further detail on that later. I really haven't gotten to start too much of it. I think I'm only on day 4, but that's a bit of what I got going on. Justin, why don't you tell us a bit about what you got going on?
I just want to point out that, 2 episodes ago, we, vehemently described where we live and, said where we live. So I understand why we're not talking about our jobs and where we work.
That's not super true. We said Omaha, and Omaha's kind of big.
There's only four, I'm pretty sure, casinos in this area, and 3 of them are in Council Bluffs.
That's not true. I could work at one of the gas station casinos, just in the little corner over there.
That's not a casino.
Hey man, it depends who you're talking to.
I'm going to go ahead and keep it a buck and just say that Omaha's small when you consider the Fallout-esque scenario we could end up in.
Yes.
That is true. No, yes, people know we live in Omaha, but Omaha's big, and while there aren't a billion casinos here, it's certainly no Vegas. I would still like to leave certain details unnamed, because I like
Billy
people.
Bob's.
I work at Billy Bob's. I like people, but I don't like people. But what do you got going on, Justin?
Life's kind of kicking me in the dick, Not just me. It seems like everybody's getting kind of kicked in the dick right now.
Yeah.
So, last Tuesday, my dad and my mom were trying to fix my brother's truck, and my brother's truck caught on fire. Whole truck got totaled. I have pictures of it. It was bad. And then the next day, my brother got a rental car from Enterprise. And also, this is not sponsored by Enterprise, because fuck Enterprise. Enterprise is a shit company, and I hate them. But he got a car from
Enterprise.
All my homies hate Enterprise. So he got a rental car from Enterprise. He had it for literally a day. And then at 2 a.m. after he got this car, someone stole it. and he was up in his apartment asleep. So he gets a hold of Enterprise, tells them what happens. They filed a police report, all this stuff, all the steps you should take to fucking take care of the situation. And Enterprise essentially tells him, yeah, if you want to get another rental car from us, you have to pay $500 because we have to quote unquote secure our assets. And go ahead.
All right. So go. I'll say my piece real fast and then I'll let John go. But I understand, like, that is kind of, you know, frustrating and annoying and dumb. But at the same time, I do understand why they're doing it, because it was one day.
Oh no, it gets kookier, which is why I'm not okay with it. It does get kooky.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
So they're like, you're gonna pay $500 to get this new rental car, and my brother doesn't have $500, so he was like, no, I don't want to do that. So my dad gets a hold of the insurance company, and the insurance company is like, yeah, they probably shouldn't be doing that. You know, that the Enterprise essentially blamed my brother and said that he should have protected the car better. And, you know, my dad and my brother were like, what, did you want him to sleep in the car with like a weapon? Like, how is he supposed to stop somebody from breaking in a car at 2 a.m. when he was up in his apartment asleep?
Right.
So they got a new rental thing, and I guess they made the appointment for my dad to go pick up this car, and then it got canceled like 20 minutes later. And they said that he couldn't rent the new car because the old car was still in his name, and still, like, he still had the rental thing out. So then he just didn't have a car again. Yeah, they said he couldn't rent a new car because he already had a rental in his name.
Okay, how am I supposed to give it back?
Right. So I sent this to the group chat, but Justice, you said you hadn't seen it, and I don't know if John saw it or not. They found the car.
Oh, I saw this.
They found the car that got stolen.
Where was it?
It was down in like North Omaha by the old market, out front of like some transitional center to get homeless people back on their feet.
Okay.
So we're assuming that some random ass homeless person broke into this car, stole it, and fucking drove it to this place and then just parked it outside. And as far as the police have told my dad, there's no damage to it. They don't. So Brandon had a $200 pair of Oakley sunglasses in the car, and his friend Ryan, his PS4 was in the back of the car in a backpack.
Oh boy.
So we don't know if that stuff is still in the car or not. At least at the time of recording this and relaying this story.
Wait, if they found the vehicle, why haven't you guys been able to go?
Because even though the car is in Brandon's name under the rental, Enterprise owns the car. So Dad and Brandon can't go get the car because they don't own it. Which is,
I mean, it makes sense, but it is annoying.
But this is why I'm saying it gets kookier.
So knowing that it got stolen, Enterprise is not going to do anything to Brandon and should in fact not charge him for the days it was not in his possession because it was clearly out of his control.
Oh, you'd think that. You'd think that Enterprise would do that. No.
Oh God.
They told my brother and my dad that if anything is wrong with the car, if there's any damage on the car, Brandon has to pay $500 to Enterprise.
But that's so stupid. That's not his problem.
So, where my fishy senses are tingling. At first, to get the new rental car, when the car got stolen the first time, they were like $500, and I was like, that's kind of a specific number, but okay. It might be in their policy somewhere. I don't know. I've worked with Enterprise before. I've gotten rentals through Enterprise, but I don't know the ins and outs of how they work. So, and then a couple days later, I hear them throw out $500 again. a very specific number that he has to pay $500. And I'm like, that's kind of weird that they're just trying to tack $500 on him for no reason. And my dad says, and I don't really trust my dad most times, and especially after all the shit that happened a couple months ago, but my dad, like, they're just trying to have him pay for the full rental, you know, and get it from the insurance company. And that kind of seems like what's going on, because why $500? Why specifically $500 does he have to pay these people? And why are they so adamant that even though the car got stolen, it's Brandon's fault?
That whole situation's just kind of fucked.
Yeah. No, that's fucking wild.
What we're gonna plan to do, or well, what they're gonna plan to do, and I'm gonna relay this information to them at some point, but we're gonna try and get a copy of their rules and regulations and shit, and see if this is anywhere in their guidelines, because if it isn't, then we're just gonna sue them, because this is ridiculous that you're trying to scam a 24-year-old kid for fucking something that was entirely out of his control.
Right. I mean, you have a business that has certain precautions, or not precautions, that's not the right word, certain events that could take place that would harm not only your customer but also harm your business, that are completely out of the hands of both of you, and you decide your best course of action is to take it out on the customer?
Well, and do you guys know what LoJack is?
No.
I don't know what LoJack stands for. LoJack is like GPS essentially for cars. And the way LoJack works, as far as I'm aware, is even if the car is shut off and not running, it's still trackable through GPS.
Yeah.
And my dad had asked Enterprise when the car first got stolen, so can you guys just locate the car? What about LoJack? Do you guys have LoJack on your cars? And this nationwide fucking company, worldwide company, I'm pretty sure, with all of these places across the country and across the world that sell rental cars to people, this dude at the one closer to your job, Justice, they were like, yeah, we don't put LoJack on our cars. None of our cars have LoJack. And it's like, oh, so you're just asking for your cars to get fucking stolen, aren't you?
Right. Say bullshit, you don't put that on your car. I don't believe you for a second.
But, so, yeah, that's currently going on. I don't know what's happened as of 2 days ago, but,
starting to think that Silverhand might have had a point.
Silverhand did have a point.
Oh,
me and my boys on our way to Arasaka Tower.
Well, look, man, all I'm saying is when the nukes fall and we go into the vaults, we won't be having to worry about rental cars, because none of them fucking
you don't
want
to go into the vault. You don't want to go into the vault.
Well, you know, maybe like Vault 76 would be okay, but like definitely none of the other ones.
I feel like 76, in my limited experience, is the only one that wasn't a piece of shit. Like
111 wasn't bad from Fallout 3.
Well, it was kind of bad because they
it wasn't. They locked them in there. They locked them in there, leave.
But they intentionally left like what is it, like degrading qualities of it, and just didn't inform them like, hey, that there are some problems that are in here. So they had to essentially just figure them out over time, and they got lucky. They figured them out and fixed them. But yeah, there was a couple issues with it. I don't fully remember it, and I might be detailing it incorrectly, but I know I watched a video on it that explained it better.
I know what I'm
doing.
I
watched a video on it recently, and the dude was like, Vault 111 was essentially, it was one of the control vaults, and the reason that it failed at the end towards the beginning of Fallout 3 was because they kept opening the vault door to let people in or let people out, and they got a rad roach infestation.
That might have been it too. I know it was something about like Something got in there. I do know that there was an issue, and I just don't remember kind of what it was. It was either it was intentionally fucked up, or they had some kind of infestation.
Well, but also if everyone was so okay with, like, if they were like, oh yeah, you can leave, why is everyone trying to make a big deal that, like, your dad left?
Well, they weren't. That was the whole thing, was that vault was supposed to stay sealed. That was their guideline as that specific vault, was just, this is going to be an enclosed ecosystem. And the overseers were supposed to make sure that nothing came in, nothing came. And
how well did that go?
One of the overseers let in the protagonist's dad and him when they were younger, when he was younger, like a baby.
Gender options
they,
are
them.
A thing, Justin.
The individual.
And then the game starts, and yeah, so. But besides my brother's shenanigans, my car is screwing up. I put $10 in yesterday, right? Got it up to half a tank. It is almost empty.
That's wild.
In a day.
So
less than a day.
We were talking about that a little bit yesterday. Last night, John, I don't know if you ended up getting on around 4 or not after I got off. But, you know, it could be a number. The heating, he knows. I know your car has been overheating a lot. And then, like, because there's not really a good reason for it to just drain gas that fast unless you either had a cut in, you know, your gas line, or it was burning that quickly.
Right. So I don't know what the case is and what's going on, but my car's screwing up. The windows don't roll down on the driver's side. It overheats, like all sorts of stuff. And my wife's car, essentially the engine quit. Like, the car still runs, but it's knocking really bad, and we took it to a shop, and the shop said that it's essentially a waiting game as to when the engine's gonna quit, and that we would have to pay at least $7,000 to get a new engine.
Honestly, bro, just blow on the engine. If it's overheating, just cool it down.
Just turn it on and turn it off.
Nintendo 64 trick, blow on the cartridge.
Honestly, man. Just, like, take a bag of frozen peas. You know everybody has one in their freezer that they never use for anything other than ouchies and boo-boos, and throw it on that bitch.
I see your peas and raise you. It's actually a bag of green beans.
I see your green beans and raise you broccoli.
I see your broccoli and raise you a steak.
I see your steak
and raise you my tears because I really want one.
You put those in the freezer?
You put your tears in the freezer? That's weird, John.
What the fuck? Do you want to talk about it?
Do you have a problem?
Do you need a hug?
As well as I should.
He doesn't hydrate. He just he recycles. He drinks his own tears.
I got this big old blue bottle of water, and it's been sitting at 5 p.m. Don't give up for 3 days.
Oh my god, John.
That is both really sad and fucking hilarious at the same time.
But no, I do have an update to Danny's car situation though, and it's actually good news.
That is good to hear. Let's hear the good news.
Her mom and her grandma got a hold of her. Her mom works with this Hispanic man, and he fixes cars. And he's currently working on a, what is it? Like a Hyundai?
Honda?
It's a Hyundai or Hyundai or whatever they are.
Hyundai.
But it's a 2012, and Danny's grandma is gonna buy it for $3,500 and give it to her.
You know what? Hell yeah. You know what? Listen up, everybody out there. We here at the Late Night and Party Chat podcast, we like Hispanic people. They're good at what they do.
Except when they work at McDonald's.
Okay, you can't say that without detailing the story.
No, he's right. We endorse all races and ethnicities. But specifically,
no, just Hispanic. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, I have a problem with the McDonald's by my house, and I had to hear the guy go like the front end guy went back and told the cook like 4 or 5 times no queso for my burger that I got, and they put cheese on it, and I wasn't very happy about it. But we've got it all squared away, at least for the time being. I haven't had McDonald's in a couple of days, so the saga continues. We'll see if they mess up my food again.
You know
just
damn well they
going to McDonald's.
You just stop going to McDonald's.
I refuse.
I gotta be honest, isn't Taco Bell just cheaper now?
Yeah, but then you have to go to Taco Bell for something other than breakfast.
I mean, like, okay, so they got that grilled cheese burrito.
Why do you just go to Taco Bell?
Yeah, hang on. Hold up. That's fucked up. I was gonna let it slide, but no.
No, that's fucked up. Why do you only go to Taco Bell for breakfast?
Every time I've had Taco Bell for something other than like their breakfast, like Crunch Wraps, every other time I've gotten food, I got food poisoning.
Alright.
Maybe you need to stop going to that Taco Bell.
You say one, it might just be the Taco Bell you're going to, unfortunately.
Right.
Nope, it's all of
And
them.
2, it might just, alright, well then you fucking suck. Deal with it. And it might just be like what you're ordering. Cause like I get the grilled cheese burrito that they got, and
I've
that
never
thing's
had
fucking,
any problems with that. Yeah.
It's bomb. It's super
That's
good.
all I ever get.
Yeah, it's
That
super
or
good. It's
the
bomb. A
the
beefy
quesaritos.
5-layer.
They're not quesaritos. What are they? Chalupas. The chalupas.
I don't get those, but I get, like, my girlfriend, she gets a stacker, she likes that. I get a beefy 5-layer, I like that. And honestly, like, look, I'm a very simple dude. If Taco Bell doesn't do it for you, just go to Taco John's. I know it tastes a little different. Some people don't care
Taco
for
John's
John's.
is significantly more expensive than Taco Bell.
It really, truthfully, it depends what you get. So I just get combo burritos, and like those are usually like $4 to $5 per burrito, and you know it's beans, meat, cheese, and onions. And if you want sour cream, I put sour cream in. And honestly, they're good. They're filling.
I get the stuffed grilled taco combo. That one's really good.
If I get anything else at John's, I'm just gonna get nachos. Otherwise, I'll probably go to Taco Bell.
I get the bacon breakfast crunch wrap, usually 2 of them with none of the creamy jalapeno because that shit's straight ass.
Also, you know what? Hold up. What the fuck are you
Justice.
doing going to Taco Bell for breakfast?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Like,
It's
you got
good.
all these options. It doesn't matter if it's quick. You got so many. Go to fucking Casey's for breakfast.
Good.
It's
Go to
good.
McDonald's and get a McGriddle. That's significantly better.
I'd even, yeah.
I
But
like
Bell
eating
for
breakfast.
brekkie?
Like, look, I don't have an explanation for it other than the Taco Bell breakfast, like, it does not send me to the bathroom within 5 minutes of eating it.
Dude, you could get 2 eggs, a tortilla shell, and like some fucking rotisserie chicken for not only cheaper, but quicker, and just make it yourself.
I disagree on the cheaper, like, wholeheartedly.
But the
Yeah.
thing is that if you buy all that at work, so you buy a carton of eggs, a packet of tortillas, and a fucking thing of chicken breasts from the store. Yes, it's going to be more expensive, but that means that you can make it every day, but it's essentially free instead of paying $10 or whatever every morning to get Taco
Right.
Bell.
You
Right,
could also go buy
skip-
the stuff for a hamburger for cheaper than going to McDonald's, but look at where we're at.
I have negative $23 in my bank account. Are you going to send me the money to go buy fucking $13 worth of hamburger, John? Don't test me.
All right, guys, let's not measure our cocks yet, okay?
Oh, shit. I appreciate you guys.
But,
You fucking better.
no, Justice, I have something I want to bring to your attention about John and his fucking eating habits. This guy, this fucking goober.
I have something I want to bring to your attention, but go ahead.
John doesn't like cane sauce.
Facts. It's horrible. Horrible.
Specifically the
Absolute
cane
garbage.
sauce.
While I'm not happy
You
to hear
shouldn't.
that, I'm not surprised. Because he's certainly not the first person I met that isn't like it. And I get it. It does have
I don't necessarily want to call it an acquired flavor or an acquired taste, but it is a bit different. Like, I can't stand Dorothy Lynch. Some people love it, you know, so I get it.
I really hope that this isn't like the breaking point. I do not put any dressing on any salad I eat.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't eat salad, so
dude,
I agree.
Like, if
I would rather you just starve. Like,
dude, he doesn't like ranch. He doesn't like ranch. He doesn't like fucking cane sauce. He doesn't like anything good.
No, you're gonna tell me you build a salad. You got your lettuce, your cheese, whatever other like toppings you decide to put on there, and you look at all the dressings and you just go, "I'm good."
Yes.
I don't like you anymore.
Well, you got a few.
Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the last episode of Late Nights and Party Chat. Thank you. Have a good night.
No, real talk. All right, jokes aside, I have learned something. You know, I've worked restaurants for 9, almost 10 years. You don't judge what a person likes when it comes to food. Just like you don't judge what a person likes. Well, you can, but you shouldn't. Because it's like this. If I I like A1 steak sauce.
Sorry, I know I keep interrupting you.
I like A1 steak sauce, and I will put it on a potato. Mashed potatoes, baked potato, I put it on a potato. A lot of people go, that's fucking weird, that's gross, that's nasty. I say, okay, whatever, I like it, it's good. John doesn't like potatoes. Most potatoes, I should say. Doesn't like dressings. That's fine. That he eats what he eats. He does it how he does it. Because it's the same vein of if I'm listening to Linkin Park and somebody goes, they're trash, I'm liable to stab them, you know.
That's so different. No one insults my music.
It's the same concept, though. You don't insult what I eat. You don't insult what I listen to.
I'm gonna insult my brother when he just puts ranch on 2 slices of bread and calls it a sandwich.
All right.
What the?
Hold on. That's a problem. That is an issue.
There are few things I take actual issue with because I know my flavors and my tastes are kind of fucked up. Like, you know, I'm not a ranch on pizza guy. I'm not a ketchup on eggs kind of guy. That is not a sandwich.
I don't put any. I shit you not. My brother eats ranch sandwiches. Sometimes
pieces of bread.
And sometimes he'll put a slice of cheese between them, and he's got a ranch and cheese sandwich.
I mean, no disrespect. I wasn't already, but I'm not friends with your brother anymore.
Like, my 6-year-old nephew will eat just ranch. He'll get carrots and stuff. He'll ignore the carrots. He'll just dunk his finger in ranch and go to town. It's his favorite condiment. Good for him. He's 6.
Right. He's 6.
So, but my mom made goulash one night, right? My mom made goulash one night, and the regular goulash, you know, fucking a box of Hamburger Helper goulash. And I was there, my brother was there, and I think it was when we were having a conversation about what was going on with my parents. I watched this fucking piece of shit put ranch in the goulash and stir it up, mix it in there, and eat it.
Are you gonna tell me next the dude just tipped over a bottle of ranch and started gulping?
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I made jokes about him snorting fucking Hidden Valley Ranch powder.
Even that would be better than the bread.
He's put ranch on buttermilk Eggo waffles.
Dude, alright. I'm getting, like, actually grossed out.
Like, I don't know what it is, but like, and my dad always told me as a kid, you can't make fun of it. You know, he's the one eating it, not you. I was like, no, I can, and I actively will, because that's fucking disgusting.
Like, I know I just said you're not supposed to make fun of what another person eats, because, like, you know, it's not fair. Everybody eats differently, but like, nah, no, that's fucked up. That's why wrong.
I said you can actively make fun of what people are eating, because sometimes people just do dumb shit, and they're like, oh, it's good, and it's like, no, it's not. I've eaten some weird shit before, right? Like, it's something my mom turned me on to when I was younger. Peanut butter and bologna sandwiches. But like,
yo, you're over here eating that, and I get yelled at for doing peanut butter and banana.
No.
What? Peanut butter and banana is good. What are you on about?
Who's yelling at you for eating peanut butter? I don't like bananas.
Ben,
so
I think Ben, maybe Sam has said something.
Hold up. All right, you said Ben, and that was the first
Right.
problem.
I'm like, why are you taking food
he
advice from
consumes
the guy who
charcoal
puts
religiously.
ketchup on everything?
This dude made a grilled cheese sandwich and then threw the grilled cheese away and decided to eat the black char on the side of the pan.
Were you eating the sun chips with the ketchup, or were you eating the ketchup with the sun chips? But which were you intending to eat, the sun chips or the ketchup? Were you just trying to eat ketchup and you were like, let me dip some sun chips in it?
Anyways. Yo, so I
You
found
want a
out something
chip?
yesterday. I'm a little sad.
You just didn't eat the tomato one?
We took Bowser to the vet. Or, I should
Applesauce
say-
and fries.
Will you quit interrupting his story?
I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead,
it's fine,
John.
It's fine. I can just save it.
You took Bowser to the vet?
I didn't take Bowser to the vet. Cass took Bowser to the vet because I had to go to work and they wouldn't get us in until like 5. And okay, I have 2 stories about this actually. Turns out
Bowser's got cancer.
He has an upper respiratory issue, and so like tomorrow we're gonna, before we soak him, we have like this medicine we have to try to feed him by like, so we have to try to somehow open his mouth to be able to get the needle into his mouth to squirt it in or whatever. And if we can't get him to do that, we have to take him back to the vet in a week. And if he doesn't take it like that, we'll have to get syringes and stick him with a needle. And I'm like, man, I am not going to be able to do that. I've realized.
You're turning your tortoise into a hedgehog.
Oh,
Is
God.
it like a little dropper? What is supposed to go in his mouth?
Yeah, so it's just like a little, think like an eye drop like deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is he supposed to have? Just like a drop?
I need to ask her because I don't know if it's like a set amount or if they gave us like 4 of these things to just use. I don't know.
Alright, well, because like if it's just like a drop or 2, I mean he's already gonna take a bite of something, so maybe just put the drop or 2 on whatever he's about to eat, and then that way it'll get him then.
We'll try.
Alright, drop it on
does
some
not-
dandelions
he does
outside.
Not eat in front of us in the slightest. He will stare.
He
at
don't
us.
have to.
He
He'll
eats the
like-
dandelions.
Well, no, hold on. That's not doing it on dandelions. But like, we'll put him there, and then like he'll look like he's about to eat, and then like if one of us kind of look in to check on him, he looks up at us like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Well, you've sent me a couple videos of him snacking on stuff before.
Occasionally, yeah, we can get him to, but that's also part of the problem is he hasn't been eating a lot lately. So we were getting him checked out there.
So here's what you do, right?
You missed out on telling us some key information.
I
You
do that
put.
a lot.
You do. This is factual. What you do is you put him down, and you give him 2 just like nice pats on the head, and then 1 slightly firm pat on the head, and then you go, now listen here. And then he'll look at you and he'll go, yeah, what's up? In perfect
And then you just
English.
shove it. You'll shove it in his mouth and just be like, "Take it, bitch."
Yep, and then
Why-
he'll just eat it.
Why did a part of me think that your suggestion was going to end it? You put him down.
No.
And then you.
I was like, what the fuck?
Turtles are my favorite animal, bro. Are you kidding me?
I was like, that's kind of fucked up.
Just kill him. Just fucking end it.
But no, okay, so before he saw the doctor, the vet came to see him, I guess like the nurse was kind of checking him out, seeing how he was doing, and just doing like a preliminary look at him. And she could not get near him. Like she would try, he would start to walk away towards Cass, stop, shit on the counter, and then run towards Cass.
What the? I just want to. Why was she not able to get near the slowest moving animal?
Is he outrunning her? And he had time to.
She wants to be, she doesn't want to be like too rough or something or try to scare him. So she's
Right,
trying
she
to be,
didn't wanna
like,
make him
gentle or
uncomfortable.
He's actually 130 years old and moves slower than the turtle, so that's why he was outpacing.
I just like
I
I
just-
like the idea that like she goes to reach, he like retracts into his shell a bit and makes like a hiss noise or whatever I've heard him make. He starts to walk away, and then I just get a mental image of Bowser just turning to look at the nurse, shitting, and then walking.
Walking towards the path.
That's what I'm saying. I like the thought of him just being too fast for her, but he has time to take a dump halfway through the scape.
Oh,
He said, "Fuck you, big."
but Anyways, I think we're kind of hitting the moment here. I got to get going here pretty quick. So,
well, again, everybody, we really do apologize greatly for the pause and the delay in their episodes or infrequency of quality of our videos. It's not intentional. It is entirely Justin's fault. No, it's a bit on. It's a bit
uploads these, so yeah, yes. It kind of is my fault.
It's on all of us. And this week it was entirely on me. My schedule has really boned us. But we greatly appreciate, patience. We love the fact that you guys watch. It means the world to us. And we're gonna continue to make these because we love it. We're having a great time. I do
check the statistics on the podcast when I upload. And like seeing people from like Australia or Russia or like whatever, seeing people from across the globe watch at least for any amount of time really, watch our episodes just kind of makes my day.
It's awesome. It's a great feeling. But with that said, we really appreciate your patience with us. We will continue to make more episodes like usual. We love doing this, but if there is a bit of a pause or a break or a hiccup in the coming days to weeks, just bear with us. We will come back on it as strong as we can when we're set in stone.
Oh god, they've cut out.
We've got some stuff that we're working. I cut out.
You both just cut out for like 3 or 4 seconds.
Oh jeez. 30 or 4 seconds.
3 or 4.
That sounds like a John problem.
We've
got some stuff in the works. We're working on doing better, and it's only uphill from here. We're just starting out. We don't know much about this genre and this medium, so we're trying our best.
We're doing everything we can. But with that said, we'll leave you off with thank you. We appreciate the patience, and please tune in for our next episode where we got a very, very conspiracy theory filled episode for you guys. And again,
thank you so much. We gave them a hint as to what
we gave them. Not even a hint. I just told them exactly what we were talking. There's no hint there. We're talking about conspiracy. That's the theory. It's a conspiracy theory that we're going to talk about conspiracy theories next episode. But
we never talk about it.
Never talk about it ever again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the Late Nights and Party Chat podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Justice, and I'm joined by my 2 best friends in the whole world, John.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep. And Justin.
Ooga booga.
Ooga booga.